Let's move to another tense, which is past continuous. The past continuous tense, we use the past continuous to talk about something which was happening before and after another action in the past. For example, while my mother was cooking, my father arrived. So, when did my father arrive? My father arrived in the period when my mother was cooking. So, she was cooking before his arriving, and she was cooking after his arriving. So he interrupted the verb or the action verb of cooking. Number 2, to show that something happened for a long time in the past. For example, she was working on her new novel between 2006 and 2007. So, if I ask about the period of her working on the novel, you will say that it took a year. So it took a year continuously she was working on her novel. What about the keywords? The keywords here, we have three main keywords, like when, while, and as. If we start the sentence with when, actually we have to use with it past simple. And in the next part of the sentence, after the comma, we have to use the past continuous. But if we start the sentence with while or as, after it we have to use past continuous, and in the second part of the sentence we have to use past simple. I mean after the comma. But if while or as comes in the middle of the sentence, before while and as we use simple past, and after while and as we use past continuous. And if when comes in the middle of the sentence, before it we use past continuous, and after it we use past simple. Let's look at the forms. Affirmative form for the past continuous. When the subject is singular, we use was plus the verb plus ing. But when the subject is plural, we use were plus verb base plus ing. For example, Ali was going to school when it started to rain. Look at when it comes in the middle of the sentence. Before it we use the past continuous, which is was going, and after it we use past simple, which is started. But when we say the following, while they were going to school, it started to rain. Look at the word while. It comes at the beginning of the sentence. After it we use the past continuous, which is the verb were going. And in the second part of the sentence we use started, which is the past simple verb. In the negative form, when the subject is singular, we use wasn't. And when the subject is plural, we use weren't. And we add after that the verb were plus ing. Look at these examples. Ali was not going to school when it started to rain. While they were not going to school, it started to rain. Now, the interrogative form. The interrogative form, the subject comes between the was, which is the helping verb, and the verb ing when it is singular, and when the subject is plural we use before it were, and after it we use verb ing. Look at the following sentences. Where was Ali going when his father called? Were they going to school when it started to rain? But I want here to tell you something, that the pronoun I, it is considered as singular pronoun, not plural as in the present, because I in the present considered plural, but when it is in the past we use it as singular pronoun. So this is the difference between past simple and past continuous. And I'd like to thank you for this video, and wait for me for another video. Thank you very much.